somebody actually called, and I wasn't thinking that it was gonna cut me off, but then like I actually forgot that I set my alarm for 7:30 to come on live here with you guys. So I think that kind of messed me up. So I didn't know how to unstick myself, so I had to come off and come back on. So I'm gonna just wait a little bit to give y'all enough time to come back on. I hate that. All right, Danny, I want you to come back. Bookish introvert, I want you to come back. Y'all come on back now. Let's talk. And I think I had like 7 or 8 people on here, and that was very exciting. Oh, girl. I was wondering if you were gonna come back. I'm like, come on back, Danny. All right, bookish introvert. Now you come on back too. Danny, like I said, I was looking at your blog for the that Dollar Tree vlog that you did, and I honestly did not know that the Dollar Tree had that many nice books there. They don't actually in the city that I live in. Like the Dollar Tree here is like total trash. But like in Tallahassee, I'm good. How are you? But like in Tallahassee, like the nearest place down and up, I think Tallahassee and probably Moultrie, somewhere up in that area, they have a nice Dollar Tree. But I don't go in Dollar Tree that much, but I will end up going in Dollar Tree now that, you know, I'm looking at your vlogs and see like all the nice books that they have in the Dollar Tree. Like I would never have thought. Danny, what are you reading now? I know you are that, besides your book club book. Um, and I'm reading that one also online on Kindle. So besides your book club book, what are you reading right now? I know you that thriller mystery type girl, and it's always good to see what you're reading when I want to like get on my thriller kick. But guys, I want to show y'all what I am reading. I am in my graphic novel era. Like, I love a graphic novel. And I just read and did a vlog on Wash Day Diaries. I read this one like in one day. Like, it was so good. Shaughnessy actually read this as, you're reading Alice Finney. Which one from her? The only one that I have read from her is Rock, Paper, Scissors. But I do have on my Libby audio, I think it's called, is it Good Girls, Bad Girls, Bad Girls, Good Girls, or something like that. I do have that one also on my Libby to read. But I did kind of enjoy Rock, Paper, Scissors. It was okay once I actually like got down into the book and like understood the letters. um the book was actually pretty good. But y'all, Wash Day, Shaughnessy was talking about this book when she read her graphic novels on one of her channel vlogs. And so I seen it in Barnes and Noble, y'all, and I was like running to it when I saw it. I was like, I want to read that book. And I was so glad that I got it because like the pictures in this book is like off the charts. Robin Smith is the actual artist in this book. It is. It is such a cute book. And like, you know, they're embracing their natural hair. They're embracing just being a natural black girl. And like, I really, really did enjoy this. It was one place in here where like the girl was actually getting braids, y'all. Like she was at the salon getting braids. Like, look at her natural hair. Like, tell me that is not cute. So, so, so cute. So I did read that one, and I think I read like volume 3 of the Heartstoppers. So I did do a graphic novel on that. And it should have been out today, y'all. I'm sorry, but the internet just won't let me be great. So it's still actually downloading. I just, oh God, it just kills me with my internet sometimes. And I'm currently reading another graphic novel, and I think I have the actual book to this graphic novel. And it is Juliet Takes a Breath. Cute little graphic novel. I'm trying to look, y'all, to see if like I have that book like right on hand so that I can pick it up and show you guys the book that I'm talking about. But I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it like right here so that I can reach it. But I'm reading this one as well, which is, I'm gonna move y'all back a little bit, which is Juliet Takes a Breath. And it's really cute. Really, really cute so far. Y'all, I'm still looking for that book. Like, I love having my little book area, y'all. Oh, no, I don't see it. I don't see it right here at hand. But anyway, I'm reading this graphic novel, and then I am trying to read this book. Um, She's Not Sorry by Mary Kabukic, however you say that name. Have y'all read this book? I know, Danny, have you read this book? I think this is like a thriller book. So, if anyone, I know you probably have read this book. Have you read this one? Um, Cursed Image. I'm gonna have to find out how I can actually block people, because I just don't get some of the comments that come on here. Like, y'all, it's ridiculous, some of the comments that come on here. Like, come on, y'all, for real. Like, we're on here to talk about books and to just enjoy each other as far as books. Wow. So I deleted that comment, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I'm sorry about that. I deleted that comment, and I need to figure out how to actually block people from coming on to this live, like making crazy comments like that. But anyway, so those are the two books that I'm actually reading right now, on top of Worthy by Jada Pickett. I'm like on the next to the last chapter. No, they cannot be done had any home training, bookish introvert. Like, can I buy your shoes? Like, I want to smell. What is that? Like, that just don't make any sense to me. That is just ignorance on to me. But what was I saying? I'm reading Worthy by Jada Pickett. And y'all, like I said before on a lot of my vlogs, like, the memoirs are just so good to me, because like you're able to see what that stopped me again. You get to see what that person's life is about, and like, I just love that, because like I said, everybody has a story to tell. um and I just love it. I love it. So guys, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Do y'all have anything in specific that y'all want to talk about? Anything y'all want to ask me? Well, let's just talk. I want to thank you guys for being 703 subscribers strong. um it is so exciting. Like, when I first started doing these vlogs, like, I started with the journaling thing, this, that, and the other, and I had no idea that my love for books was going to give me 703 subscribers that want to look at me talk about books, y'all. Want to look at me talk about books, look at me shop for books, and just listen to me. And, like, this community is very, very awesome. Thank you, Danny. You're a lot of my inspiration as well. um Reading with Reality, I think that was that was the person that you collaborated with for Juneteenth. Like, I love looking at her. I love looking at Shaughnessy, Kalila D, you, Danny Reeds. Like, y'all were my sole inspiration Thank you. Y'all were my sole inspiration on getting in front of the camera. Like, you can do it, girl. Like, people will look at it. Like, just give it a try. Just looking at y'all do y'all everyday thing with loving books and just being y'all self with something that y'all love, with a community that has the same passion as y'all do. Like, it made me, thank y'all. Okay, so um I'm not dating. Like, I have a significant other. I don't know, like, if a significant other to a lot of people is like a husband or a wife, but I don't have a husband. But me and the guy that I am with have actually been together going on almost 10 years. So what we're waiting on, I don't know. We're just not in a hurry to get married of any kind. Um so I'm not married, but I'm not single. Of course, I am a respiratory therapist. So, like, I work 12-hour shifts taking care of patients that need my help respiratory wise and other things, because when you're in the medical field, like, you learn how to do a lot of different things. So I do love my job. And I have a couple of kids. And how often do I buy books? Y'all, I just went and bought books today when I was in Walmart. So most of the time, Danny, if I go to Walmart or any store that sell books, that is, yeah, I noticed that you work in the medical field, because a lot of times when you have your when you're on your vlogs and stuff, I see you in your uniform. Like, what do you do? Um I have to go to the book section. I have to go to the book section. And my downfall, which is not my downfall, which is my me time, is like when I'm off. If I leave this house, I am going by a bookstore, because I just love books. Like, I see so many books that I want to get. I see so many books that, like, I don't want to wait on Amazon to send it to me. So, and I just love the atmosphere of going into a bookstore. Time you walk in, you see all the books. I run to the tables first, because I know, like, those are like the most recent books, or like the book top books, the hype books. And I just love being in the presence of a bookstore. Like, I can stay in a bookstore for hours and probably won't even buy one thing. Or if I do buy some, it's like one book or some bookish things like bookmarks, or, pens, and, different things that I would like to annotate with. So I buy books frequently. That's why I said, Danny, that I am going to have to check out these Dollar Trees, because I do frequently buy books. I love books. And of course, I'm also a Kindle girl as well. So I love to. Hey, Scorpio Rising. What did you tell me your name was, Scorpio Rising? So I won't be calling you that. Is it Camilla? I have to write these things down so I can remember. Um, but yeah, I buy books often, Danny. Like, often. Camilla, I thought so. Hey, how are ya? Oh, wow. That's a demanding field too. Skin cancer. Um, that's a very demanding field. Like, I deal with a lot of people who has cancer. Not per se skin cancer, but cancer on itself. So and that's a very passionate area to be in too. Girl, Camilla, that movie was just like the book. And the characters that they had on that movie, they were like Lily, she was so cute. And I love the way she dressed. Like, she had a style that was out of this world. Ryle, he was cute. I don't think I was expecting for Ryle to look the way the character, the actor that actually acted that part. I don't think I was looking for him to look that way. I want to say I was thinking for him to look like more younger, and probably no facial hair and stuff like that. But and what was his name? Atlas. As a kid, he was cute, but as an adult, he was even cuter. I was like, okay, Atlas. But I loved that movie, and I was trying to keep myself from crying in a lot of that movie, but I was like, oh my God. Like, believe it or not, I think I'm going to look at that movie again. Like, I cannot just look at that movie once. I got to look at it again. Um, my space is limited too, but it's I am about to get rid of, or not get rid of, but like my youngest is like a senior in high school, so I have an extra room, and I'm actually using that room to like create me a more homey type bookish area, other than the one like I'm in now. Like, I'm going to create something like actually in a room, so that like I can have a couch and stuff like that, like my coffee table, books, my it's just going to be an all-purpose room. So I'm very excited about doing that room. That's right. Like, whoever Jeremy is, he just needs to leave. Like, we're not even talking about Donald Trump. Like, we're talking about books. We're talking about things that we love to do with our pastime. I didn't even acknowledge what he said, but thank you, Danny Reeds. Yeah, Camilla, Danny Reed, she hasn't been on the last couple of times that we were on, but she has a channel also. And if you check her out on YouTube, like, she is so cute. She is so informative about the books that she reads. And she actually also has a book club if you want to join that as well. Yeah, that's right. They want you to say something. You're absolutely right. Oh, thank you. Happy Wednesday. I'm doing fine. How are you? Um, Danny, did you tell me what you're reading right now? Camilla, what are you reading? Bookish introvert, what are you reading? Like, what are y'all reading right now? And do y'all have any like bookish things that y'all got coming up that you guys are planning to um attend? I have a couple of them, and they're actually in the month of August. I don't know. I probably did say something about these on my other lives, but I'm so excited to be invited and included in all this bookish stuff. To like, I'm just screaming to the rooftop. I did. I went to see It Ends With Us. And Charlie, I gave that book away like a long time ago, because like I read it some time ago. And I'm not gonna lie, when I went to the bookstore, I kind of wanted to pick it up again just to have it on my shelf, because the cover that they have on there because of the movie is so stinking cute. And I really don't like people, like real people, on the covers of books. But that book is just so cute, and I'm really thinking about, I seen it just in Walmart today. So I'm really thinking about buying it just to have it on my shelf, so that because it became a movie. Question. I want to say I seen it on TikTok. Not TikTok, I'm sorry. Instagram. Brittany Cherry, is one of her books about to be a movie, y'all? I think The Air He Breathes. contemporary fiction. Yeah, I know if it y'all are just like me, like when you're just like me, like when I like read too many like fluffy reads, I always will have to like jump into a thriller or a mystery. But contemporary fiction, I'm pretty sure out of all these books that I have, I'm pretty sure I might have a contemporary fiction book. But that's not pretty much as far as my genre, like I'm the romantic type girl deal. But you know, I'm pretty sure I read some contemporary fiction. But The Air He Breathes, is that about to be a movie, y'all? Have y'all heard anything about what's her name? Um the one that wrote Tommy Amietti. Have y'all heard anything about the Children of Blood and Bones with it becoming to be a movie? Because I heard, oh well, at least she said that they were actually working on that to become a movie. Oh no, you're not interrupting at all. How are you? We are a big happy family here, y'all. Y'all, I got a pot on the stove. I'll be right back. All right, sorry y'all. I had to go check on my pot. I can't let my meat burn. Thank you though for loving the vibe of the home. Are you a big reader? Um, Jaheim Sullivan. Oh man, Camilla, not in a reading slump. Girl, if you're in a reading slump, if you like graphic novels, I suggest you start reading a graphic novel just so you won't stop reading. Or of course, like read a really short book that's like 200 pages or less. And cuz I haven't been in a reading slump yet and I hope I don't never get into one, but that's why I like graphic novels and like I like the really short books like only for the week and stuff like that, because even though I haven't been in one, if I ever got in one, I just don't want to stop reading. Yeah, like if I had my computer with me, I would show you guys the um thing that I saw on Instagram about Brittany Cherry. I think it was Brittany Cherry's channel and something called Passion Flex. And they were talking about The Air He Breathes, like that book that she wrote. And if that book is about to become a movie, I will have to read that book first before I see that movie. If so, the only book that I read by Brittany Cherry so far is like the mixtape. And I absolutely love that book, even though I have more books on my shelf of her than that from her. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jaheim Sullivan. Um, you say you don't have necessarily have books on hand. So like, do you like read them like on Kindle or something like that? Beautiful book lovers. Hey, beautiful book lovers. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I have that book and I actually started reading that book and I don't know. I put it down because it was just, I don't know. I don't know if I was not in the right headspace when I started reading that book, but I'm about to get back to it. I'm like actually looking at it right now and I hear so many things about that book. Are you liking that book? Good luck, girl. Do you have in mind like which graphic novel that you're gonna start reading to get you out that slump? Do you have any at home, Camilla? Hey, Michelle Pittman. I'm sorry. Yes, honey. I have read The Final Offer. I just actually got through reading the final offer and terms and conditions, and Lauren Asher just really does it with her books. Her books are so thick, y'all, but they are just so easy to get through because it's like you want to see what happens next. Like, I love her books. Yes, I have read that one. Did you like it? I have that book, but I have not read it. I hear a lot of things about this book, but I have not read this book. Shaughnessy says that she really loves this book, but I have not had a chance to read it. Have you read it? Beautiful bookish book lover. So you liked it, the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I gotta read that book, y'all. Like I said, I'm looking at it right now. And like I always say when I'm on here, y'all, like I need 10 of me to read all these books that I have because I want to read every stinking one of them on y'all agenda to read for the fall season. I did a fall recommendation vlog, which is not up yet, but it will be up soon. And just by me sitting here, like, I feel like, have y'all read this book, The September House? I think this will be like a good book to read for the fall spooky season. um when this book first came out, I was like, I'm running to Books a Million. I'm like, I gotta get that book. And I've had that book, y'all, and I have not read not one stinking page of that book. But I'm pretty sure that I will get into reading a lot of these books because, like, summer's about to be out and like the fall season is coming in. So that's what I'll be doing. I will be like coming to my bookshelf and like picking out some like thrillers, mysteries, and some um some spooky books that's on my shelf. Yeah, Children of Blood and Bones. It is supposed to become a movie. And I was thinking that like on her Instagram page and stuff, like we would hear some, you know, updates about it, but I have not heard any updates about, how the movie production or like who's going to be in the movie. I haven't really heard anything like about it since she said it when her last book came out. Okay, I am a bookish, a beautiful book lover. I'm gonna take that book off my shelf and I'm gonna put it on my TBR card, and I'm gonna make sure I read that book. Okay, 75 pages in. Well, that's a good page. That's a good amount in to know if you actually like the book or not. Okay, all right, Camilla. Are you talking about you talking about on the seven husbands of Evelyn Hugo to do a buddy read? Ah. So, well, bookish introvert, it will be a good time for you to start reading that book in September. September's coming up. So just hold off and we'll just start reading that book in September then. What other one? You talking about this one? We can start what you're at the beginning. Now, if you're at the beginning, we can start reading this one. Okay, only if you're at the beginning. So, are you a fast reader or a slow reader? But yeah, I don't mind. I can start reading this one because like I really want to start reading it. So we can start reading it, and you just let me know. I'm kind of in between too. That's why I wanted to know, because I'm like, I might have to pick up my game if she's a fast reader so I can get through with the book along with her. So just let me know when we should be done with the book, and that way I'll know, get with you or whatever, and I can make sure I come back on live on that day so that you'll be able to come on live as well so we can talk about this book. So you'll have to keep in contact with me now, and that way we can make sure. Okay, message me your email, because I want to be able to come on live to talk about this book with you, and like others who um has read this book or want to read this book, and we'll just let them know like if it's gonna be a spoiler alert or not, because sometimes I get into talking about these books, y'all, and I'm like, Lord, I think I spoiled some for them. But y'all, it is so stinking hard to talk about a book that people have not read and not spoil anything. At least it is for me. Like, I'm like, I want to talk about the whole book. Like, I want to talk about what I read. So look, it's going on. It's going on my cart. It's going on my cart. So that way you know that I am about to read this book. I'm actually gonna start on it tonight. So I got you. So you just message me, and we'll get started. Oh my God, my first buddy read. Thank you. And beautiful book lovers, I guess in your email and everything, just let me know like what your real name is, so I won't be just calling you beautiful book lover. But that's a cute handle though. I like that. Yep, they sure can. On synopsis, they sure can. Um, a lot of times. Okay, so is it? Did I miss? Let me see. Sharon is okay. That's right. Bookish introvert. Okay, I gotta remember y'all names. Um, that's why a lot of times, like when I go in the bookstore and I see like books that I have not seen anybody talk about, which that is something that I like to do too, y'all. I love to read books that I have not seen any of you guys talk about, read all the above, and read those so I can give y'all like a honest recommendation on, like, that is just like the hype thing for me. But when I do go into the bookstore and pick up a book and think that I might want that book, I do not read the back of the books as much anymore. I will like read at the very front of the books and like read like if that book has any trigger warnings in it or anything like that. And I will actually like read a couple of lines of the first chapter or the second chapter in the book, just to see like, is this book gonna capture my attention at the beginning of chapter 1 and 2. That way I'm like, okay, well, I think I can read this book. um that's just the thing that I've been doing now. Like, I just don't like reading the back of the book so much per se anymore. I haven't Wes Crees. I haven't heard of that book. How Come No Books, written by. I've never heard of that. I'm gonna remember you, Sharon. I'm gonna remember Camilla. I'm gonna definitely remember y'all name. Was it this one or was it the one from earlier? This one is Juliet Takes a Breath. Like I said, there's a book to this as well, but like it's not near me, and I don't want to keep getting up on y'all. And then like the other one earlier that I was talking about was Wash Day Diaries. Okay, you talking about Juliet Takes a Breath? Yeah. Y'all, there was a book that I picked up from what was it? Was it BAM? And it is so much for the season that's coming up. It's called Pumpkin Heads, and it is a graphic novel, Camilla. So you could probably look that up and try to read that one as well. You know, just so that you won't stay in a reading slump. You see how short this book is? Like, this book only has, it has less than 200 pages in it. So like, books like this I always try to pick up when I'm at the bookstore. Like, they always be like at the front of the at the cash register, or like if you go to the cafe part of some of the bookstores, like they'll have little books like this for like $5 or something if you're a Barnes and Noble or a Books a Million subscriber uh member. Like, I always try to pick up little small books like that, so that if I do feel like I am or whatever, like I will always have something like that to read. um in Roberts, which one is cute? You talking about Watch Day Diaries or the Juliet Takes a Breath? Oh, Pumpkin. I'm sorry, Pumpkinhead. I am so excited to read it. I started reading this one only because I got it from the library, and like I want to read it so that I can return it to the library in a sensible, when it's supposed to be due. And I always try to return my books, even if even if I have not read them. I always try to return them when they say return, or if it's something that I really want to read, I will ask them if I can renew it, because I know a lot of people sometimes are waiting on books to come back to the library, and like I'm one of them. So like, I would want somebody to return it at a sensible manner so that I can get it too. So I try to do the same thing. Hey Maria, you get all yours from the library? Y'all, as y'all see all of these books that I have, like, of course I don't get them all from the library, but when I do go to the library, I'm like, okay, Yolanda, you have a ton of books at home that you have not read. So when you go in this library, just check out one or two books. That way you can read them, get them back, come back to the library, and check out some more. That does not work. I always end up walking out of the library with about 3 or 4 books. Just like when I go to the bookstore. Just like on my vlogs, when I tell you guys, I'm only going in there to buy one book. That does not stinking work. That does not work for me. Because I'm just such a lover of books. You okay? Well, if you find something that you think that I would be interested in, Camilla, please let me know, because I love a graphic novel. Like, I have graphic novels like all over, y'all, and I really did not see a lot of people like talking about graphic novels. So I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe they think it's kind of like childish, so I'm not gonna come out with mine yet. But like, y'all, this is manga, I think, right here. But I'm in love with graphic novels. They're easy. They're and I love the artist that actually draws the pictures, like Chef's Kiss, because they do a very good job. I did hear that in Roberts, that I think the last time before that I was in there, I was looking for a book, and she did say that they can get it from another librarian, like they'll email me or something like that when the book is ready. All right, Sharon, have a good night. All of us is about to get off of here. We've been on here for about 40 minutes. I still got to wash my hair. I'm actually trying to cook dinner so that I can have something to eat for the next few days at work, because buying that hospital food, y'all, is sometimes it's a no-go. So I said that I was going to actually start like cooking my meals and taking my meals to work with me versus, you know, buying them at the actual hospital. Have y'all read any of Frederick Backman books? This has been on my TBR card for some time. I've heard so much about Beartown. What do y'all think about this book? Is this book worth buying? I don't even think I actually bought this book. I want to say I got this book out of a free little library because I saw it when I, heard a lot of people talking about it. So I picked it up. I was excited that I seen it in the little free library. So I picked it up out of the little free library to see if I'll actually like it. Graphic novels are actually really cute in Robertson. Like, I don't know how they used to be as when we were growing up, because like when we used to get newspapers as a kid, like the first thing that I would ask my mama for is like the comic part of that newspaper. Like, so I have always been a lover of graphic novels. So are you saying you have not read it or you'll never read it? Oh, are you talking about this book? Yeah, I hear that it's really good. I think I tried to read one other book by him, some by Oven, but like that book just, ooh, that was not a good book to me. Um, and I think I gave it to a little free library because I definitely was not going to keep it on my shelf, or it is over there in the stack that I am going to unhaul to give to the little free library, because humor fiction or whatever they called it, that wasn't for me. That was like the first book I ever DNF'd. You liked it? A Man Called Oh, I did not like that book. It's over there. I have not gotten rid of it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it and try to give it another go. It was just so, I listened to it on audio, and I don't know if the author with his monotone voice, like, is that what got me with that book, but I just didn't like that book. Yeah, Frederick Backman. Anonymous People, I saw that in Barnes and Noble when I Books a Million when I was in there the other day, and I was tempted to get it because I liked it, the cover of it, but I did not want to get it until like I read another book from that author, because that first book that I read by him, I was like, ugh, it's not me. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably give it like another try. I'll think about I'll think about it, girl. But I probably will give it another try and not just send it out to a free little library. But it just, ooh. And that's just like this book right here, y'all. If I can get it without making a mess. Like this book right here, I listened to this one also on audio. And I know it don't supposed to be like too much excitement and stuff like that with a book talking about death. But I had to let this book go. I had to DNF it because it just was not for me. And I want to say Kalila D. I think she really did like this book. I have to go back and look at some of her vlogs, but this book just did not do it for me. You hated this book? Girl, we are on the same page with this one. I said I was going to give it another try, but I don't know. But I still have it here on my bookshelf. I said I was going to give it another try, but I'll just have to see. Because I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. But I still have it on my shelf, so I might give it another try. I don't know. Talking about The narrator was monotone, like I don't know. The narrator just was not good for that book. And I actually looked at PBS Books when they interviewed Abby Jimenez. And that was something that she strongly said. She was like, you know, I guess like some of the authors, they're able to pick whoever narrates their book if they don't narrate them themselves. And that was one thing that she was very adamant about. She was like, the narrator that reads her books on audio, they have to be like tip top shape, because that is what's gonna make or break her book as far as the audio. And that is so true. That is so serious, because I will DNF a book if I'm listening to it on audio and that narrator is not good. I will DNF that book. I will not even try to read that book on my own. I will just send it out to a free little library or give it to somebody who I feel like might like that book. He was not giving. Well, I can try to read it on my Kindle also, too. Maybe that'll make a difference. But, whew, honey, I'm gonna have to get myself at least to next year to try to do that. So true. Yeah. So how was y'all day today? Like, did y'all have to work? I did not have to work, but I do have to go in tomorrow. So I'm I'm going to try to do what I gotta do tonight and actually get myself ready for a long work week. Y'all, I hear so much about this book as well, Curvy Girl Summer. I actually really wanted to like get to this book during the summertime, but I did not. But I hear a lot of people talk about this book. And it was one other one that I wanted to show you guys that like I've been hearing people rant and rave about before we get off of here. The 7-Day Slip. I really want to get into that one. Oh, here it is. I hear a number of people talk about the Vicious Games, y'all. Have y'all read this book? Like, they say this book, you know, it's a young adult book, so like a teen book or whatever, but they say this book is awesome. How long has who been? Did somebody say they was a nurse? How long has who been a nurse in Roberts? I didn't work today either, y'all. Honey, I tried to clean up, but it didn't work. Other than cleaning up, I started doing a vlog for my fall recommendation. But I do need to clean up too. Hey, Leon. Leon Lee. How are ya? No, sweet. No, Ann Roberts. I'm a respiratory therapist, and I've been doing that at the present job that I'm at for 3 years. But I've had my respiratory degree for quite some time. I've been doing respiratory therapy for 13 years. Did you like Curvy Day Summer? I see. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, and sometimes I do like to like read the books after everybody has stopped ranting and raving about those books, because sometimes it just makes it seem like a little bit better for me. I have TBR books, and as soon as I see that Netflix or what? So you don't read the book even though you saw the movie? Okay, you talking about Curvy Day Summers? You have it on your library TBR? Camilla, if your book buying ban is working for me, please tell me what you're doing, because I always put myself on a book buying ban. And like Danny Reeds asked me, she was like, how often do you buy books? Honey, I will buy books every day. Now, I must say, I don't know. I guess it depends on the movie or the book. I guess I can do either or though. Like I can look at a movie and then read the book, or I can look at the book and then read the movie. Like I don't think it really does anything to me either way. Um, you know what? I just picked up that book from the library sale. Uh, Leo. I just picked up that book from the library sale. And I would see this book in the bookstore all the time. And I was like, mm, I'm not, because this is like historical fiction, right? This is like not historical fiction, like a historical book. And that's not me. And but when I seen it, I see a lot of people on Instagram talk about this book. And when I saw it at the library sale, and I think this book was like 75 cents, I was like, well, if I don't like it, like, it didn't cost me an arm and a leg, so I picked it up. Yeah, Kindle Unlimited does save a lot of money, y'all. But it's just something about the feel of a book. Like, I just have to, and I just like looking at them. Oh, you love historical stuff? Yeah, I have a work bestie that loves historical stuff too. I think I seen her with this book. I think she's read this book as well. So even though I'm not like a historical buff, do you think I would like this book? Yeah, I can do both, but even when I actually like listen to audios, like I have to have that book. And sometimes like if I have to wait on a book to come and I don't want to wait on it, or like if I don't want to pay the price for a book, like I'll read it on Kindle Unlimited. Oh Lord, I'm not gonna look at it on Netflix then. If I'm gonna read this book, I will just go ahead and read this book and then look at it on Netflix, because now you got me curious about the movie. But I mean, it's not too bad. Almost 500 pages long. I hope I like it, y'all. I'm really intrigued about the cover of this book. And I have been really intrigued about the cover of this book when I see it. I used to see it in the bookstore. So I hope I like it. If not, then, I'll just give it away to a little free library. Um, well, I'm not going to look at the movie. White Noise? I don't even think I've heard of that one. All right, guys, is there any more questions, things y'all want me to know, things that y'all are going to actually attend as far as bookish stuff that y'all want me to know before we get off of here? All the lights we cannot see. I do not have that book, but I did get it from the library. And if I'm thinking of the right book, like that's a pretty thick book, and I did not get a chance to read that book. But I did. That's a movie, right? Because I did see the movie. Cause and it ain't that's about like that blind girl. No, I have not read the Davenports. Are you talking about this one? You talking about this one? If you are, I have not read this. Now, there's another book, Davenport's book. Is it out yet? I want to say it's out already. Okay, so this is a historical fiction. Like I got this one from my local bookstore. I think it was like 50% off. So I was like, well, perfect time to pick it up and try it. But I have not read it yet. Historical fiction, okay. Now this looks good. This one, the cover, y'all, the covers intrigue me. Um, if it has a good cover on it, I'm gonna try it. Okay. All right. Talk to you later, N. Roberts. Hey, N. Roberts, don't forget, we're buddy reading. I see I still have it in my lap. We're buddy reading. I need your email address and all the things now. The new book is coming. Oh, in October, November. Yeah, I seen. I want to say like don't it has like a purple cover to it? But I do want to read the Davenports. I will read it. I will take it off my shelf, Camilla, and I will put it on my TBR card. Okay. Nurse Roberts from Scrubs. Ian Roberts, are you gone yet? You remember now, we are buddy reading. I need that email. Camilla, Leon Lee, Sharon, Danny Reeds, Bookish. What's her name? Bookish book lovers, like all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me, Sharon. I really enjoyed talking to you guys tonight, and I will be on more often, especially since me and Bookish book lovers are gonna start buddy reading. So I know I will be on um, at least once a month, but I'm gonna try to. Yes, beautiful book lovers. Yes, I was saying. Don't forget that we need each other's email because we're buddy reading. Before you went, I just wanted to remind you before you got off of here. She talking about me? Yeah, yes, you. Good night, Camilla. All right, guys. So I will talk to you guys on the next live that we do. And I will let you know that on my community tab when we actually will go live again. And I will see y'all on the next live. Thank y'all so much for y'all support tonight. I really enjoyed it. So happy reading, y'all. I have some books that I got to add to my TBR card. So some of this mood reading will have to be pushed to the side so that I can read some of these books so that I can tell you guys what I think about them. Y'all remember, do all the things that the YouTubers, Instagrammers, all that stuff tell you to do. If you want to find me anywhere, it's Yolanda's Books. And on Goodreads is Reading with Yolanda's Books. So, we can keep in contact, message each other and everything there. And I will see you guys on my next live, and I will put it on my community tab. See y'all later.